Clown's Garage. Welcome back, guys. We have a 2014 Audi S4. So anything from a 2009 to 2016, the B8 model, it's exactly the same. We're doing front struts to it. So let's begin. So this is a 16 millimeter. I'm going to take the nut off first. And as you can see, the whole bolt turned. So that means that thing is coming out. Look, everything just popped out. Piece of cake! Alright, so the upper front control arm, I'm going to use 2 wrenches here to crack this loose. Okay, now this side, I have a wrench on this side because there's not enough room to put a ratchet. And try to crack this one loose as well. And now this side. Okay, next thing here is do the end link. Alright, so I put this over here, give me a little extra leverage so you can put a ratchet on it and crack it loose. Just like that. And that comes off, just like that. This is an 18 millimeter, this pinch bolt. Take that off. Okay, now the strut spreader tool. I'll put the link in the description below on where to get that. And leave it in. Now it's an 18 millimeter down there, bolt and nut. Okay, now you undid the bottom. This thing just slides right off, just like that. Now I take this upper cover off. There's one of these on one end over here and one on the other end. They go into here. So you could unscrew it and put your hand underneath and try to pull this up as you're unscrewing. Put the force, the tension to go up, and as you're unscrewing, this pops off. And this whole cover comes off. Now there's 4 16 millimeter bolts you have to take off. There's one back here. Okay, now this one. Before you take this one off, have somebody go underneath and grab the shock. I'll show you underneath what it looks like when I take this off from on top. Alright, now I'm going to take that last one off. And this whole thing is going to come right out. Just like that. Okay, now this is how you can position the spring compressor on here. You get these type of spring compressors, they work. You can put one over here and just go ahead and crank down on that. So that's what it's going to look like. And now crank down on those until you see the spring on top loosen up a little bit. Right there, you heard like a little crackle. Yeah, that thing's loose. Just gonna go a little bit more. But we're good. Now, take this off. And as you can see, it's spinning. I'm going to put a vice grip in here to hold that from spinning. Now try to crank it off. And that worked. Okay, now you can take this off. We have a new one we're going to put there. There's also a metal washer. We're going to put that on the new strut. And then you can take this off. Just like that. And take the jounce bumper off here. That's going on a new strut too. And now you can take the spring off this. Just like that. We're not going to put this cap on because it doesn't fit. It only fits on this one. So it doesn't fit like that on the new ones because the body is a little smaller on the new one. So these are the Bilsteins we're putting in. It's the part number. Go ahead and put these in now. Insert. In das hole. Make sure this sits nicely over here. Over here, you put this back on. This on. Now when you put this on, you see this bumper over here, the stop. You're supposed to index the spring so the end of the crow sits right there. So I'm going to do that now. Position it in. So that's indexed correctly. Now over here we put the metal washer. And we have a new mount over here that goes in like this. Then we put the nut on. Sometimes you might have to push down on it to put the nut on, just like that. Okay, now I can tighten it down. Okay, so I'm going to put this vice grip on there to hold the shaft because it's spinning. Or you could put a through, what they call through sockets here with an, I think, Allen on top. Is that Allen? Yeah, an Allen. And crank it down. But I don't have that available right now, so I'm going to do this. This won't mar or scratch the surface of the strut. So I'm going to clamp down on that. As you can see, it's not spinning. Now it is. Alright, so we're good. It's going to spin a little bit, but trust me, when it's clamped down, it spins, it's fine. That's when you know it's pretty much done. So that's sitting good than that. Okay, now I'm going to take these off. Pull the pins. And that's it, folks. Ready to put it in. Now, as you can see on here, these are locating pins or extrusions over there. It's going to locate it in over here. So I'm going to put this in. That baby. Okay. All right, now we just need somebody up on top as I hold this to thread in the bolts. All right, so we caught 3 already. Make sure when you catch this, catch a couple threads by hand. Because remember, you can't cross thread if you catch a couple of threads by hand. You can't cross thread by hand. So that's good. All four are caught. They're all loose. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten them down. So these are 40 Newton meters, or 29.5 foot-pounds, an additional 9 degrees. So tighten these down. Go crisscross pattern, and torque down the rest. Alright, so they're all done. Now I'm going to do the 9 degrees. Start from here and go to 90. And you should always replace these because they torque to yield bolts whenever you do this job. And we're done. Alright, now put this back in. Right there, has to be bottomed out. So now go ahead and remove that. Alright, so that's where it bottoms out. And try to line it on the bottom over there. And now I'm over here, I'm going to take the strut spreader tool off. Put the bolt in. And tighten that down. Now if you're wondering why I have this strapped over here, the spindle to the strut, only because sometimes when this flops around, it pops the axle out. So you don't want that to happen. And torque that to spec. Now you can raise the car to put this little wishbone in for the strut. Put a lemming pin through there. That's 90 Newton meters or 66 foot-pounds, an additional 90. Now we do 90. And we're good. That's how you replace front struts on a B8 Audi. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like me, and share me. See ya.